Hi, Patti.
Hi, Fran.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good,
I'm all right.
Good. So Patti is my first person on my podcast.
First person.
Yay. So Patti and I have known each other, we think we've worked out about 4 years, where we've kind of come into each other's lives. So I've walked into a place where Patti was working. She's walked into a place where I was working. And then I've walked into a place where she's working again. So we're clearly meant to, be friends, aren't we?
We kind of just reconnected all the time.
Yeah. And we have taken a little stint of going on holiday together in September as well,
Yay.
which we're both
I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be
yeah.
an absolute blast.
Lots of soul weekend.
Soul weekend. Okay, so would you like, shall I just talk about myself?
Yes, I would love to hear your story and about why you do what you do, and you have your passion and your love. That all comes across to me every time I see you.
Okay, so my genuine passion is to lift people up.
Yeah.
It genuinely is. Because the world can be a cruel and critical place.
Mm.
And there is an expectation to just, especially in English culture, to just get on. Stiff upper lip, get on. But I don't always feel that that's viable for people.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you a bit about myself. I grew up in a small town in Oxfordshire. I was born in 1974, which makes me 51.
You do not look it.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My parents are both West Indian. So they both came over just after, I think is it Whitbread or is it?
I don't know.
I'm going to check. Hold on. It's getting my phone out. My parents came over in what I always used to call Whitbread, but it's actually Windrush.
Okay. I like Whitbread.
So from the West Indies, I like Whitbread too.
Yeah.
I think it's a brand of bread.
I think it is, and I like bread.
Me too, I love it. Okay, stay focused.
Okay.
I was born in 1974, I've already said that. My parents came over in 1953, 1954.
Mm-hmm.
So they were from Barbados, they're both passed now. I grew up in a very strict household, and I was always that child that was really curious and a bit silly and a bit, just a bit all over the place, really adventurous young person, very naive, obviously. And I moved to Swindon, skip school. I moved to Swindon 2018.
What made you come here?
It was my other half bought a house and asked me to move in with him.
Oh.
And I said, yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Why did I get into what I do now? Therapy, well-being, people, humanity.
Yeah.
I think I got into what I do now because I have experienced some really dark times myself.
Okay.
Some really dark times, really sad, lonely, isolated, fraught times. Victim of domestic abuse, victim of abuse as a child. There have been some really hard times that I never thought I'd ever be able to recover from.
Yeah.
Being in those moments of absolute despair and having children. I have 2 children, both grown up now.
Oh.
But wanting to function, wanting to be that role model, absolutely being able to see that I have the capacity to recover, but absolutely not knowing how to do it.
Yeah.
Not knowing how to ask for help.
Yeah.
Feeling shameful, feeling guilt, feeling fear about the future. And it wasn't until I went to therapy and I saw a male therapist.
Yeah, how did you feel about that?
The male therapist, I really didn't feel, in retrospect, I look back and think, wowzers, that was a man that helped me.
Yeah.
but my perpetrator was also a man.
Mm.
And I have been brutalised by men, you know, my entire life. Not my entire life, but my brutalisers have always been men.
Yeah.
But it was a man, and a white man, that moved me to a place of recovery, moved me through some really challenging times. And I feel it wouldn't, I don't feel it would have mattered the gender or the race of the person. It was actually the modality that he was using. It was the person-centred framework that he was using.
Yeah.
Which is absolute acceptance,
Yeah.
no judgment, holding the space for me.
Mm.
And I'd never experienced that relationship
Yeah.
before, ever. I didn't know what was happening, but I felt myself moving through and talking about really traumatic, shameful, dark experiences that I'd never spoken about before.
That must have been really difficult. Like starting off.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. It was horrible.
Because it's being picked
terrifying.
apart to be put back together, isn't it? And it's a
Well,
lot.
Well, I picked it apart myself.
Yeah.
But I was carried by this therapist
Yeah.
who was excellent at what he did.
Yeah.
Um,
And what was the time frame? How long were you with him?
I was with him for about a year.
Right.
So in terms of therapy, that's not a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was an age.
Yeah.
But I don't feel I would have recovered if I hadn't have... Yeah, I wouldn't be the person I am without therapy today.
Was that weekly?
It was weekly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was actually on the NHS back in the day when the NHS was able to fund yearly contracts for therapy.
Yeah.
And it was then, and when I say I was unwell, Fran, I was licking the walls crazy. I was mental.
Oh.
And I don't use that word lightly, and I don't use it to denigrate anyone else that's suffering with mental health issues.
Yeah, but this is how you felt.
For me, you
presented.
I was, that's how I was absolutely mental. Traumatised.
Yeah.
Let's say traumatised instead of mental. But after the therapy, I had the tools to look at my life in a completely different way.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
And it allowed me to move forward. And I still have to maintain the work that we did, and I still have to be really kind to myself.
Yeah.
But the reason I want to do what I do is because of that experience.
Yes. Yeah, and you're using it in a positive way, and I say this even to children I work with that are experiencing really, really difficult times. I think it really helps you kind of sort of be able to walk into a room and maybe pick up on how someone else is feeling, because you've been there and you understand. So as much as you're in a difficult place, think about what maybe how you could use that in the future, that you can maybe help other people, you know.
Absolutely. And I feel that there are so many people that go through really challenging times, and it does inspire them to move on and help others, empathise with others. But the one thing that was life-changing for me, and it was a phrase that he said, and I will never forget it, and he said, if you felt like it was abuse, it was abuse. Yeah. And that was it.
Yes.
Because I would always blame myself, and it was just this perfect storm in my mind. Yeah. What's happening to me? Why is this happening to me?
Yes.
But in reality, I was in fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Yeah. Consistently. Yeah. In that order. Yeah. Because I will fight. I am a fighter. I will fight my way out of things. Yeah. I also fawn. Which is something I'd really love to talk about.
Yeah, I'd love to hear, because I always refer to the 3 Fs, and I did the fawn one. I'll be honest, I don't know it as much about. So actually, that would be really good to touch on that with you. Yeah.
So I am now, after years of training, after 5 years of training, I'm a therapist.
Amazing.
I'm waiting for my certification.
Yes. I
am a resilient woman. I can see that as opposed to a victim. I am powerful, and I'm really good at what I do because of my own experiences. Yeah. Yeah, and I can say that without shrinking myself.
Yeah, definitely.
And part of me really wants to help others, men, women, children, not to shrink.
Yeah.
You don't need to shrink. You can celebrate who you are.
Yeah.
Even when you've been through really dark times.
Yeah.
Even when those dark times still play on you and still sit on you and are heavy on you sometimes. You can celebrate who you are.
Definitely.
And we don't need to consistently apologise for anything.
Yeah.
Okay, fawning. Fawning was coined by a Dr. Van der Bork. I'm going to check again.
So this is like the add-on to the Fs, isn't it? Because essentially it was the 3 Fs, but then fawning came after. So it's not really something I talk about with children I work with.
So fawning is prolific in society, and it's the idea that you can't fight, you don't want to freeze, fight, flight, you can't run away.
Yeah.
You don't want to freeze, so you fawn. So you're extra nice.
Yeah.
For example, if you are in a situation where you cannot run away, if somebody is making you feel really uncomfortable and you're not entirely sure what to do, okay, so I need to get out of here. I do not want to be here, but I do not want to cause a scene.
Yeah.
You're going to be extra friendly. Oh, that's so lovely. Amazing. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Fawning.
Okay.
A lot of people who have experienced kidnap.
Yeah.
Awful.
I was just thinking about this. Yeah. When you were saying it, I was wondering if it was like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there has been a really well-known case of a woman that was beaten, raped, assaulted, brutalised by a man. And she then turned to him and said, "Is there anything that I can do for you? You seem really sad."
Yeah.
After this experience.
Yeah.
Instead of getting up and running away, she knew she couldn't.
Yeah.
So she leaned into that extra nice, extra friendly mindset.
Yeah.
And fawning was coined by, I'm looking in my audiobooks, hold on.
That's okay. Go for it.
Coined by... Okay, so the book that I first heard about fawning was coined by a man called Bessel van der Kolk, and he wrote a book called The Body Keeps Score.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Yeah, and he added the fawn response.
Okay.
Which is prolific, and I feel like the fawning response is really celebrated.
Yeah.
Because we celebrate compliance. And it is very compliant. So if I'm uncomfortable, I'm not going to have a healthy fight response and challenge.
Yeah.
I may feel like I need to fawn so I can get away.
Yeah.
So I can remove myself from the situation.
Yes.
Or placate the person.
Yes.
So I'm not going to fight and say, no, I disagree. Or I'm not just going to run away and be like, oh, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Because I still want to remain in the conversation.
Yeah.
Because I want your approval. I want you to like me. I want you to need me. I want to be valued.
Yeah.
And I find this in my clients a lot, that fawn response. And the word sorry comes up a lot. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So sorry, I'm sorry,
yes.
I'm sorry. And my question is, okay, so where is that coming from?
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to apologise?
Yeah.
And placate me? Do you feel threatened by this situation? And a lot of the time it's completely subconscious, that we don't even realise it's happening.
Yeah.
We don't even realise that our amygdala, our lizard brain, has been triggered because we perceive a threat.
Yeah.
In our mind, we perceive a threat.
Yeah.
And we respond to that in the only way we know how. We fawn.
Yes. So was this term fawn introduced to you when you were going through your counselling and you'd not heard of it before?
Yes.
And then off the back of that, you did your own research.
Yes. Yes. We did a whole module on fawning.
Bless me. You. I like to sneeze.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I've got the sneezes today.
I'm always sneezing. It's my thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sneeze very loudly.
Do you?
And to the point where it makes me dizzy. So I've got slightly low blood pressure. So it's not great in the car.
Okay, well, let's not try and do that today.
No.
Okay.
But I will now.
Okay, fawning. So we did a whole thing about it. We did a whole module about the trauma responses and why they are a thing.
Yeah.
So our trauma response is latent. Our latent lizard brain that still exists, that was needed and required when we were cavemen.
I've just done a piece on that.
And we needed to consistently be on our guard.
Yeah.
Hypervigilant.
Yeah.
You know,
all the time. Yeah.
I'm eating, but there's potential that I could die.
Yes.
In this time, so I need to be. So we were on high alert all the time.
Yeah, all the time, yeah.
But now we're living in a society in which the threat is not imagined.
No.
But it's not quite as severe.
As death, yes.
As imminent death.
Yes, as imminent death. Yes. Yeah. So our brain, it tries to keep us safe, but yes, sometimes we'll go to that extreme of thinking that we need to protect ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we do need to protect ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
So some people experience anxiety disorder because their amygdala, the part of their brain that dumps cortisol and adrenaline into their system, is doing it consistently.
Yeah.
And when you feel that tingling, you feel dizzy, you feel like, you know, heart palpitations.
Yeah.
That's your amygdala.
Yeah. Firing up. And I do this with a lot of children I work with, explain that to them, and if your amygdala fires up to a situation, then it keeps taking you back to that place of, well, that happened to me, I must be there again.
Yeah.
So just trying to teach them that that's not always the case.
Or recognising, actually, this is happening.
Yeah.
So with one client that I have been working with, is absolute legend. They experience panic attacks consistently.
Oh, gosh.
And it's really detrimental to their experience, to their life.
Yeah.
So we worked on recognising where these experiences, where these traumatic events had happened, and they spoke about their experiences, their life experience, and was so candid that I won't share here today. But we recognised that actually you're not at risk, but your amygdala, your brain is telling you there could be danger.
Yeah.
And immediately your amygdala is firing up, adrenaline and cortisol dumped into your system. At that point, we can say, okay, so I am safe. So consciously thinking about safety.
Yeah.
I am safe. I am okay. And I can remove myself from this situation. And then walking.
Yeah.
Moving.
Yes.
Talking to somebody.
Yes.
And being open. Actually, I'm feeling really panicked at the moment. Which isn't available to everyone.
No. I did a piece
Which isn't
on that.
available to everyone all the time.
No.
No. And especially genders, you know, men, sometimes they can't actually say I'm feeling anxious.
No.
Because it's not manly, which is, I find, I could get on my high horse about that.
Oh, this is why I love when I have boys that come to work with me, because I'm like, here we go, this is the next generation that we're going to support and hopefully take forward, that when they become fathers themselves and go, you know, young men, fathers, that they can pass this on, and here we go.
Yeah.
So all good. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
What else would you like to know?
So when you get your certificate, when will that be?
Oh gosh, hopefully by the end of February.
Excellent.
We are in February, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. God, I don't even know what day it is. Hormonal.
I think is it the 10th, I think, today?
It is the 10th. It is the 10th.
Yeah. So thankfully January is out of the way. January's a hard month.
365,000 days of January.
Oh my gosh, wasn't it?
It's ugly.
And there's no rain today, which is great.
Shush.
I don't want that.
What are you saying?
Well, I said to some children last week that I did shout out the window, "Stop raining!" And I said it, and it didn't seem to work. And they were like, looked at me like I was very strange.
Yeah, surprisingly, it didn't work.
But sometimes you want to, like, you know, try and stop things. So, like, shout out the window. But just got a dog walker looking at me, really, and go, okay.
Stop raining.
Yeah. Stop raining. I did shout it,
Like properly stop.
Like aggressive, yeah. But it didn't do a lot, so strange.
Don't anger Mother Nature.
I know.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah. So what's next for you? So you'll get your certificate, and then what will this all mean?
What's next for me? Oh, I would really like to set up my own practice.
Yes.
I would also like to work for some charities.
Yes.
Offering support for people, because counselling isn't always accessible. But my personal feeling is that you cannot underappreciate the value of a conversation.
Yeah.
It's so valuable.
Yeah.
When you can have that space and you're with someone that can create a relationship in which you are at the centre and you feel safe.
Yeah.
And it changes who you are.
Definitely.
Entirely, because it's that experience, that experiential.
Yeah.
Those experiential moments in which you feel safe, it rewires you.
Yes.
It rewires your brain.
Yeah. Feeling heard and validated.
I think it's more than that. I think it's more than just feeling heard and validated, because we could go to the shops and have an encounter with someone and feel heard and validated.
Yeah.
It's about the consistency.
Yeah.
Consistently being heard and validated.
Yes.
Seen for who you are, warts and all, and still appreciated.
Yeah.
Acceptance. So the underpinning for person-centered therapy is congruence, empathy, and unconditional positive regard.
What's congruence?
Congruence.
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 Tell me what that means.
Congruence is being yourself.
Okay.
Genuine. Being genuine in the relationship. So if we were to be having a conversation and you were talking about something that was really hard, and I could see that it was hard for you.
Yeah.
I would say something like, I don't know about you, Fran, but I'm really feeling the weight of what you're talking about.
Yes.
I can really feel it. I wonder how it feels for you.
Yeah.
And being genuine and actually acknowledging your own feelings without making it about you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really tired today, and I can see that potentially you might be feeling the same.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Being genuine and being a person as opposed to the expert, which is Freud. So I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong with you, and I'm going to give you instructions about how to be better. Which is, that's me. That there's a lot more to Freudian theory, and it's not all about sex and bodies and sex and your mother. It's not all about that at all.
Yeah.
It's about how you interpret life from your past experiences.
Yeah.
How you interpret in the now.
Yeah.
Person-centered is also working with now. So maybe looking at what happened. Actually, okay, so this happened to you, but I'm wondering how that experience dominates your experience today. In the moments, how you respond to people.
Yeah.
And bringing that into the forefront of your mind, and you can recognise it.
Yeah.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy is just what it is. Empathy, not telling someone to get up. It's okay, I've got you. It's sitting down in the puddle with the person who's feeling like shit.
Yes.
And just waiting for them to be okay.
Yeah.
Waiting for them to be ready to stand, and you stand with them and you walk alongside them.
Yeah. And that's huge. And I think that's a big one with, going back to me working with children, of like, when they're like sent away, go and sit over there and think about what you've done. Whereas I would sit alongside a child, sit on the floor with them, not speak, but just sit with them.
Just be with them, yeah.
Because otherwise then they have shame and guilt. Go and sit over there and think about what you've done.
And
send them away.
Yeah,
it's
shame and guilt has a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
Consistent shame in our society. We are consistently shamed from every angle.
Yeah.
Unconditional positive regard is accepting somebody as they are.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Obviously with boundaries. There's certain things in my practice that I won't accept.
Yeah.
I won't accept violence. I won't accept abusive language directed at me to hurt me. But if you swear, if you talk about your life and you say, can I swear here? Can I say bad words here? I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you work with males as well as females?
I do. Yeah.
You do?
I do.
That's
I do work with men.
I was going to use the word brave, but because I'm referring back to what you've been through. So, how you feel about that?
I really try. I've had to do a lot of work on myself, working with men, because I carry a lot of fear around, latent fear and trauma.
Yeah.
Around my experiences with men, but I've had to do a lot of work on myself, and I work with human being.
Yeah.
So you obviously bring what society has deemed your gender type, but I work with humans, and I work with people who bring whatever they want to bring.
Yeah. I was just thinking about if you were to work with somebody that maybe came in and presented in one way, but then something was coming through to you that perhaps they had like narcissistic tendencies, and then weren't very accountable for maybe their part to play in something, and how that would affect you, really.
I haven't ever worked with a narcissist as far as I'm aware. However, if it was to happen, I would treat them as I would treat anybody.
Yeah.
With empathy, congruence and unconditional positive regard.
Yeah.
But with boundaries.
Yes.
I think being boundaries and absolutely naming what I saw.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think it's going to be all quite exciting for you this year then. Hopefully you're looking forward to...
I am looking forward to it. And I really want to work with a cross-section of society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, so what I was going to mention was I haven't listened to Happy Place for a long time, which is Fern Cotton's podcast.
Okay.
I think sometimes you have to be in the right mood for it, but sometimes I'll flip through and I'll go, oh, I like that celebrity, I'll listen to them. So Dawn French was the first person she ever recorded with, so I am with you.
Yeah.
And I think it was like the second one that got posted up, and that was fantastic. But she's brought out a book called The Twat Files, which I think I mentioned to you.
I love that.
I mean, I love Dawn French as a whole, but it's all about all her little twatty little fuck-ups over the years where she's not... things, like miscommunications, she's not heard something right, and she's made a bit of a tit of herself.
This is my life.
I love it. I literally love it.
This is my life.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've made a twat of myself.
Yeah. And then she was just saying that she was on another podcast and she didn't name the person who interviewed her, but at the end this person was talking about something. She said she didn't go into detail about what it was, but she basically said, oh, don't you know what I'm talking about, Dawn? You need to be up on this. So then Dawn went home and thought,
excuse me,
like, should I be up on this? Or maybe I should, but actually I've just said to you, I don't know what you're talking about, can you tell me more about that?
Yeah.
So like I just said to you just now, what does that word mean, the way you said?
Congruence.
I'm not going to pretend I know what it means, because I'd end up looking silly further down the line.
Yeah.
And I tried to say it.
That's
and I
really
said it wrong.
shaming.
Yeah.
You should know.
Like,
I'm very conscious of the word should. Should. Because that implies blame. I should have done that. Why should you have done that? Or why should you know this? If you don't know, you don't know.
There's loads of things I don't know. I don't always know what's going on in the world because I don't watch the news.
No, I avoid it.
And I think maybe that's a bit ignorant of me, but I hear it on the radio, so I know top line information, so I know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm going to sneeze.
Have a lovely sneeze.
No, I'm not. It's gone.
Oh, okay. So I know top level, but I don't know all the I don't need to know all the ins and outs because I'll go home and I'm an empath, so I'm going to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
For over and over. So I know top line information, but I don't know everything. We're all learning all the time.
The world can be a really cruel place.
Yeah.
And I do love working with people. I do love working with shame.
Yeah.
Because just being with someone that values who you are, even though you don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit that I don't know.
No.
And there's a lot of shit that I do know.
Yeah.
That comes naturally to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm a really good dancer.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm a relatively good singer.
Yeah.
But there's lots of stuff. I don't know why that matters anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's lots of stuff that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just feel you shouldn't be shamed because you don't understand something.
Yeah.
And it's like that gatekeeping of information. Oh, I'm better than you.
Yes.
I have the power. I'm going to dominate you in those moments.
A lot about the other person, doesn't it?
Well,
they feel they have to do that.
Yeah, but it also says a lot about who you are because you want to then... And you go into fawning.
Yes.
Potentially fawning. And you'll fight, flight, freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like to think I have quite an extensive vocabulary. But I was happy to say to you, what are you talking about there? What's that word?
But you do have to consider there's a lot of power in not knowing.
Yeah, because if I hear a word on television,
there's a lot of power in being able to say I don't know.
I don't know. If someone says a word on television, I stop the program and I Google what the word is. But my daughter says to me, Lucy says to me, Mum, you talk in like funny little riddles. And I said, what do you mean? Because I read all the time. So my vocabulary is quite extensive. So I use words that she doesn't know what they mean. What do you mean? What are you saying? And I love that.
I want to rephrase what I just said, because what I just said was there's a lot of power in not knowing. There's power in being able to say
yes.
No, wait, I'm trying to say it. I'm trying to get it. You need a certain power to be able to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
There are times when you might feel, if I say that I don't know, they're going to think less of me.
Yeah.
Students at school will pretend they don't know. The way class systems work in society, there are certain class systems. Okay, you're going to assume that somebody knows something, so you're going to act like you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to you don't want to lose value.
Yeah.
In the eyes of somebody else.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that at times you'll give away or relinquish your power by saying I don't know.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's really vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah. But just be real. Just be you, authentically you.
It's hard though. Sometimes if you look a certain way or sound a certain way, being authentically you is not appropriate.
No.
So there are times when if I'm authentically me, I will come across like I'm angry. Because I'm a black woman, I have resting bitch face.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm authentically me, I'm going to... there's potential that I might intimidate others. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to come across... as intimidating.
Yeah.
And if I'm angry or upset, everybody knows. Everybody knows because I am fire.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not appropriate for me to be angry.
Yeah.
And to be authentically angry.
Mm.
So I can be authentic to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Without stepping into anyone else's comfort zone. And this is when it comes to fawning.
Yeah.
This is when it comes to, I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to be friendly. I'm going to make you feel comfortable because I can sense that you are not comfortable with me being here.
Yeah.
Because of your own experiences.
Yeah.
Because of your own, what you've been taught, what's been shared. And my experience of going to small schools in rural Wiltshire where they may not have been in close contact with a black woman.
Mm.
They've seen black women across the street, in shops, in society, but never being taught by a black woman.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really funny because the young people, I love working with young people because they are just so authentic.
Yeah.
And they will just say things in innocence. And I have never been offended when I've walked into a school. I've been offended when I walk into Asda and I'm followed. That offends me.
Wow.
When I'm followed because the assumption is, the statistic is that black people will steal or take what isn't theirs, or opportunistic. But I don't feel that's the case at all. I feel like it's the cross section of society that are opportunistic thieves. I just want to put out there into the world that I've only ever stolen one thing in my life. And it was 10 pence from my dad's pocket.
Okay.
For a wham bar. Do you remember those?
I love wham bars. They
I
still
don't.
sell them.
I can't eat them.
I mean,
my teeth will fall out.
Yeah.
Old. My teeth will just come out. I can't eat that
and
shit
they won't
anymore.
be 10p anymore, will they?
25.
Oh, 25.
Stay focused. We're not going on to inflation. But when the authenticity, I love to be, the idea of authenticity is a beautiful concept.
Yeah.
But in today's world, sometimes a lot of people, not just black, white women, white men, have to rein themselves in. Because it's I feel that authenticity can be subjective. And we have the visualization of what's authentic. We have an idea of what's authentic and what's appropriate.
Excellent. I think we'll bring it to a close then. I think that was amazing. I'm so excited to have done my first podcast interviewee chat. Yeah, in the bag. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Patti.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Excellent.